Sharon Hobson with Rhinebeck School of Music, and in this video we're going to learn all about the Aeolian Mode. So the Aeolian Mode is essentially the natural minor scale. So the good news is, if you already know how to play the natural minor scale, you know your Aeolian Mode. So if I was going to start it on the A root here on the 5th fret of the top string and play Aeolian, I would have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to A. So I have a root, a major second, a minor third, a fourth, a fifth, a minor sixth, a minor seven, and an octave. If I was going to write a chord progression based on the Aeolian Mode, the chords would be as follows. You'd have A minor as your 1 chord, B diminished as your 2 chord, C major as your 3 chord, D minor as your 4 chord, E minor as your 5 chord, F major as your 6 chord, and G major as your 7 chord back to your A minor. So when you're in a major scale, such as Ionian, the major scale, your 1, 4, 5 is major. But when you're in a minor scale, in the natural minor scale or Aeolian, your 1 and your 4 and your 5 are all minor chords. So it has this very depressing sound. So we're going to talk a little bit about some song examples and some typical chord progressions to get you playing the Aeolian Mode. So first I'm going to talk about some simple rock melodies that you probably know that are based on the Aeolian Mode. The first one, it was originally a Eurhythmics song, but Marilyn and Manson covered it. Sweet Dreams is the name of the song, and it's all out of a C Aeolian, C minor. So we have the 3rd fret on the A string as our root, so C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. That's your scale, and the riff goes like this. Typical Aeolian natural minor sound. Another one you probably know, very similar beginning to this riff, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, and this one is an F sharp Aeolian, so that would be the 2nd fret on the top string. So here's your Aeolian mode here in F sharp, 2, 4, 5, the A string, 2, 4, 5, and then 2, 4 on the D string. So you have this progression. The riff. So that is another one, very common Aeolian sound. And then here's another example. This is Phish. The name of the song is First Tube. So the background of this, that's kind of what's going on in the background. So E, G, A, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 5. And you have this Aeolian melody that goes over top of that. So again, your Aeolian starting on the root A here on the 5th fret, you can have 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. So that's your scale. Now here's the melody. So these are all melodies that you can look up pretty easily on the internet or on YouTube to figure them out. The point of this video is really just to show you examples of this scale and how to use it in music and examples of how to use it in popular music. So here's some common chord progressions that you'll find in the Aeolian Mode. One of them is the 1 minor to the 7 major to the 6 major in the back. So All Along the Watchtower is a perfect example of that. If you're playing Dylan's version, it's in A minor, I believe. You have A minor to G to F to G. If you're playing Jimi Hendrix version, technically it's in C sharp minor, but he's tuned down, so it'll sound more like C minor. So you would have C minor to B flat to A flat to B flat on a loop, right? So you could use your C pentatonic scale over that to get those bluesier riffs, or you could use your straight up C natural minor, which is the C Aeolian mode. So either would work over top of that. He kind of does more of a pentatonic approach. But you could, put in more of the modal approach in that song too. Another example, same progression, the outro to Stairway to Heaven, which is in A minor. So you have an A minor to a G to an F. And you notice it starts off pentatonic, but then it resolves to that F note, because that is your minor sixth, of your Aeolian mode there in A. So your Aeolian mode in A again is 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. And then you also have your A pentatonic scale that layers over nicely. So you can do these blues riffs. But when it goes to that F, he's laying on that F root note there, which is part of the Aeolian mode. So that's a good solo to learn for the Aeolian mode. So with a major key, again, you would have your 1 chord would be a major, your 4 chord would be a major, and your 5 chord would be a major. But in a minor key, your 1 chord and your 4 chord and your 5 chord are all minor. So, at least in the Aeolian mode, I'm talking about the natural minor. There's different modes that are minor, obviously. We talked about Dorian. I'm going to do a video on Phrygian, another one on Locrian. I'll get to them all eventually. But this is just talking about Aeolian. So there's a couple songs that I'm going to show here that have the 1, 4, 5 all minor. Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine, right? So you have an A minor chord to an E minor. He puts a G in the bass and then back to the A minor. And then in the turnaround, you have E minor, D minor, back to A minor. So it's a 1, 4, 5 in A minor and A Aeolian. Right? So you have the A minor is the 1 chord, the D minor is the 4, the E minor is the 5, and that G is just kind of a little passing tone, the 3 major. He puts it in the bass of the E minor. So the progression goes like this: A minor, E minor with a G in the bass, A minor, A minor, E minor, E minor with a G in the bass, A minor. Then the turnaround is E minor to D minor, back to A minor. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. So you notice that Aeolian is such a darker sound than the Dorian that we talked about, because the Dorian had that major 6th and the Aeolian has that minor 6th, and it makes a lot of difference in the sound of the scale. A lot of metal players and people writing very dark music use this mode. It's just very sad, very dark. Losing My Religion by R.E.M. Same, A minor. So it's in the same key. You have an A minor to an E minor mostly, right? So all night. So you have the 1 to the 5 mostly. Then it's going to go to the 4 minor and then to that G 7 major. So you have, oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. Lengths that I will go to, the distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I've set it up. And you've got the little melodies that the mandolin does. And that's all your going to be in your A Aeolian, starting on the 5th fret there. So A minor is a very popular key for this mode. So we're going to talk about one more example. This is Zombie by the Cranberries, and it's a progression on a loop of 4 chords where you have E minor to C to G to D. So if E minor is your 1 minor chord, then your C chord would be major in that key, your G chord, which is the 3 major, and then your D, which would be the 7 major. So that progression is just on a loop, E minor to C to G to D. And you have some fun lead stuff happening in that song too. So like here's your E Aeolian on 1 string. If I started on the E on that bottom E string here, I have my root E, 2nd fret would be my major 2nd, 3rd fret is G, my minor 3rd, 5th fret is A, my 4th, B is on the 7th fret, that's my 5th, here's my minor 6, my C, my minor 7 D, and my octave E. So that's my E Aeolian on 1 string. So you notice all those melodies. I put an extra note in there, but it's... So that's another fun one to kind of mess around with. So, yeah, so Aeolian, it's the 6th mode in the order and the sequence of your modes. So that means if you have an A Aeolian starting on the 5th fret, you go back, you go back, so if this is 6, you go up 6, this would be your 7, and this would be your parent major scale, which would be C. So A Aeolian is really just the C major scale, calling A your home base. And that's, if you learn this pattern in the root position, you can move it anywhere. So if I start on the 5th fret, that would be A Aeolian. If I started on the 8th fret on the C, I'd have that same pattern, and I'd have C Aeolian. If I started on the 3rd fret G, and I played that same pattern, I'd have G Aeolian. So again, it's a very popular mode. It's very versatile. You can play it in rock and pop and in metal and all kinds of things. So yeah, so check it out. Check out some of those song examples, and if you have any of your favorite Aeolian mode songs, leave them in the comments.